Whipple Family Misadventures Book 11 Between the Light and the Darkness Chapter 11. Shadow knew that he still needed to talk to his brother. The two of them had only really been occupying the same space ever since he returned, not back to what they formerly were.
I'm sorry, I hit you across the face with your boot.
Shadow said quietly the following afternoon, sitting down next to Silver on the couch. Silver gazed at him a moment, holding the remote in his hand.
Are you really sorry? Or did Dad make you say that?
I'm really sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I made you mad by not helping. Where did you go?
Shadow pulled his legs up toward his chest.
With some people who said they were related to me.
The gray hedgehog looked deeply disappointed for some strange reason.
So, you went to go find your real family?
No? I already have my real family. You and Dad.
A look of pure shock came over the gray hedgehog's face.
We're your real family?
Shadow moved slightly closer to his brother.
Yeah, I don't even know those people. They haven't been around for all the stuff I've gone through. They're strangers. You guys are the ones who've been here.
When his brother's chin wobbled, Shadow tilted his head to the left.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Swallowing, Shadow slowly offered up his arms for a hug. It still felt awkward and a bit unnatural sometimes, but it meant a lot to the others around him and hugged his brother tightly.
Silver, how come you're so worried that we're gonna leave?
His brother pushed his face into Shadow's white chest fur.
Just happened before. And I was alone for a long time. And I hated it. It was scary and there was no one to talk to. And I don't want that to happen again. Especially from Dad. Do you ever feel that way?
No, but I do worry about a lot of other stuff.
Frowning, Shadow gently patted his brother's shoulder, and then untangled himself from him.
I don't think it's going to happen. Dad still wanted me, even after I threw a shoe at him and threatened to rip his head off and ran away. He was really glad to see me again.
Wiping his eyes, Silver looked up at him.
Really?
Yeah, Dad's good. I'm glad we have him.
Silver flopped back on the couch.
What do you think you'd be doing if you never knocked on the window?
I'd be scared and lonely.
Me too.
Silver brightened as their dad came out of his bedroom.
Dad, what would you be doing if you never met us?
He smiled at them.
I'd probably be pretty bored and lonely without you guys.
He sat next to them on the other side of the couch, carrying something in each hand.
I got something for you both.
Shadow's head snapped up.
A phone?
Actually, yeah.
Sitting up, Shadow could barely believe it. They both had been asking so much it had finally worked. After so many horrible days, things were finally looking better. Next to him, Silver leapt into the air as well.
Really?
Their dad nodded.
Yeah, but you both need to be careful with these. If you're careless or you get them really wet, they'll break. And I'm not just going to keep buying new ones for you if you don't treat them properly.
We will.
Silver insisted, bouncing up and down. Shadow nodded several times.
All right.
Their dad handed both of them a small black object. Almost instantly, Shadow's excitement turned to confusion. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw that Silver looked the exact same way. The strange object he was holding wasn't a phone. It was shaped differently and had a hinge that folded it in half and had lots of buttons.
What is this?
Cell phones.
But it doesn't look like yours.
Yeah, these are what phones looked like several years ago, back in 2004 to be exact.
Their dad gently took the phone out of Silver's hand.
Let me show you how to charge and use it.
Shadow scowled as he looked at it closer. The screen didn't respond when he touched it. It had so many confusing buttons.
Dad, these aren't like yours. Why can't we have one like that?
Because I've already told you, neither of you are ready to have a smartphone like mine and have complete access to the internet yet. Nor do you need that. Maybe when you guys are a little older, but not right now.
But Dad.
And if you keep asking, you're not getting to have these phones. I'm not changing my mind on that. It's like if you ask me to be allowed to drive my car, the answer is staying no until you're older. Now these make calls, and when you both can write a bit better, you'll be able to text. Do you want these phones or nothing?
Slowly, Shadow looked over at his brother and sighed.
Okay.
Their dad spent several minutes showing them how those strange phones worked.
I already programmed several numbers in my phone, my work phone, Tom and Maddie.
Reaching for his silver, flipped it open.
And it's not that bad. When I was a teenager, cell phones were the size of a brick. And all they could do with it was call people, nothing else. And only important people had them, it wasn't something that everyone had.
Silver looked up.
Did they have TVs back then?
Yes? TVs are a lot older than cell phones.
He stood up and stretched.
You guys want a snack?
He waited for an answer and then walked off in the direction of the kitchen. Glancing over at his brother, Shadow shared a look of disappointment with him.
Don't worry, we'll try again later to get better phones.
There was a knock at the door, drawing both of their attention in that direction. Curious, Shadow hopped down and went to go check the porch camera.
Dad, Sonic's at the door.
Silver got up and yanked the door open, revealing the blue hedgehog.
Are you guys busy? You want to hang out?
Dad, can Sonic stay over for a while?
When their dad yelled back in affirmation, Shadow suddenly realized there was something that he needed to do.
I gotta show you guys something.
He led both of them back toward the shared bedroom and opened the closet door.
This is a secret Dad knows, but no one else does. You can't go around telling anyone.
That said, he leaned inside and pulled out the Chaos Emerald out of its hiding place. Sonic's eyes got massive.
What is that?
It's a Chaos Emerald. It's really powerful. I can also use it for my powers. I wasn't teleporting, I was warping. And I can do blasts and throw bolts of energy too. But with this, I can do a more and stronger attacks than with my power alone.
Silver's hand slowly came up to touch it.
Can I see?
Once he had it, the gray hedgehog stared in awe.
Where did you get it?
Clearing his throat, Shadow tugged at his glove.
Actually, I stole it.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to warp Dad or me home without it.
Sonic only looked baffled.
Who did you steal it from?
It was with that, Shadow realized he hadn't explained anything to Sonic and very little to Silver. For the next 5 minutes he explained as much as he could, how Eclipse found him and brought him there, taught him about how his powers worked and how he had been forced to steal the emerald so he and their dad could get back.
And I think they might come back. I'm not sure if they know exactly where we live, but they know it's on this planet and they know I have their emerald. And I don't think they'll be happy about that.
Shadow said, finishing off, the other two listening with stunned expressions. Rubbing at his chin, Sonic thought for several moments.
So that Eclipse guy found you and was talking to you in your head. Has he done that since?
Shadow shook his head. That part was a bit concerning. He had even mentally yelled for Eclipse, just to see if the Darkling would respond, but nothing happened. It was just him and his thoughts, no one else inside his mind. It made him curious if Eclipse wasn't in his mind because he didn't want to be, or because he couldn't anymore.
Anyway, if they come back, they'll want this emerald. And they were really powerful. I think we need to hide it somewhere, not in the house.
Frowning, Silver bit his lip.
Hide it, where?
That's why I asked you guys. I don't know what to do with it, I just don't think it should be here.
From the kitchen, all three of them heard Wade yell for them that the food was ready. The snack turned out to be apple slices, not that the dark hedgehog minded. He had a lot more important stuff on his mind. Silver finished his first, as he had been practically gobbling it down as fast as he could.
Dad, when they're done, can we go out to the woods for a while? We'll be back before dinner.
Their dad nodded once.
As long as you guys stick together and take your phones and be back by 5. And Sonic, do you need to let your parents know?
Nah, they'll be fine with it.
As soon as they were done, the three of them hurried outside, Shadow clutching the emerald safely in his hand. It was exciting to think about how they were being allowed to do more by themselves, several unsupervised hours without any adults.
So, what do we do with it?
Sonic only shrugged. Silver suddenly gasped.
Let's put it in your old cave, only we know about that. And the opening is pretty small, it would be hard for anyone to get inside.
But if they did get inside, anyone could get it.
Then we might as well keep it at our house or your house.
Shadow thought about it.
What if we put it in the cave but then we bury it under a bunch of rocks and stuff, to make it harder to find?
The blue hedgehog shrugged.
I guess. You really think they'll come back?
Swallowing, Shadow nodded.
Yeah, I do. And I think they'll be really mad when they finally do.
That's okay, my parents think that Eggman guy isn't going to stay on the mushroom planet forever. That he'll probably figure out a way to get back as well. But it's okay if they do, then we'll kick their butts together. There's nobody who will be able to deal with all three of us together.
Silver looked down at them from where he was hovering above their heads.
Really?
Obviously. We're superheroes, right?
Yeah.
As terrifying as that sounded to have to see and potentially deal with Black Doom again, it sounded less scary if the Black Hedgehog wasn't going to do it alone. He still worried about what if they tried to warp him back to them again, but kept that worry to himself and could only hope that without the emerald, they wouldn't be able to. Sonic grinned.
By the way, I totally want to see your powers.
Shadow smiled back at him, feeling the heat of a bolt against his fingers as he summoned one.
Okay, better think fast.
He said, hurling a chaos spear at him. When the dust settled, there was nothing left where Sonic had been standing, and then the blue hedgehog solidified next to him, looking shocked and impressed. Above them, Silver echoed a similar feeling.
I found out it's way more powerful if I take these rings off.
Shadow explained, pleased by their reactions. He wasn't useless anymore, he actually had skills now.
But it also tires me out really fast.
Shadow, throw another one.
Silver yelled. Once he had, his brother used his powers to freeze it in midair before it hit anything and brought it up to take a closer look at it.
That's really cool.
Smiling, the black hedgehog kept walking deeper into the woods.
If we're going to be superheroes, then we should probably practice together to get better at it. Because I have no idea what I'd do if they came back right now.
Sometimes I wish there was more crime here in Green Hills. Then we could help stop it and really be able to practice and actually be able to do something.
It took them a while to find the cave, but only because the three of them got wrapped up in talking about their different abilities, how to work together, and Shadow explaining how his warping worked. Happy to show off that he could warp with another person now. Once there, they put the shining red gem in the corner of the cave and spent an hour searching for large rocks, bringing them back and stacking the rocks over and around it, until the emerald and its glow was completely hidden from view.
Do you think we should fill the entire cave with rocks?
No, that would take too long. This is good. Besides, we might need to be able to get to it again. Come on. Let's go practice some more before we have to go home.
As the blue hedgehog shot off and he and his brother took off after him, he realized he felt something that he hadn't felt in a long time. Peaceful, content, and like he actually belonged there, not just an observer on the sidelines anymore. It was good to be home.